Global Vans presents the Maxus T90EV. The last bastion of combustion power is the pickup truck, but even this rough and ready genre must one day fall to the EV revolution. Here it already has. Enter the Maxus T90EV, our market's first full electric pickup. The 88.6 kWh battery can replenish itself at a rather modest maximum charge rate of 80 kilowatts. The connection is via a CCS port, where in other markets the diesel model's fuel filler would be. Maxus claims that recharging from 20 to 80% is possible in 45 minutes from a high voltage DC source. At home, using a 7 kilowatt wall box, you'd need between 13 and 15 hours. An 11 kilowatt AC charge from 5 to 100% takes 9 hours. Maxus claims you'll be replenishing the 88.6 kWh battery every 219 miles. That assumes constant use of the most frugal of the three selectable drive modes, Eco. The other two are Normal and Power. The T90 isn't particularly fast for an EV away from rest, but feels quite rapid for a pickup on the way to a top speed that's limited to 80 miles an hour. For this rear-driven variant, the approach and departure angles are, respectively, 27 and 24 degrees, which actually is better than we expected. A diesel Hilux, for comparison, manages 29 and 26 degrees. There's a decent 550mm wading depth for this Maxus too. Normally with EVs, the only visual giveaways lie with altered badging and the lack of tailpipes. It's a bit different here. The 88.6 kWh drive battery is too big to fit in the space vacated by the original version's diesel engine beneath the bonnet. It has to sit clearly visibly beneath the floor. As you'd expect, this T90EV only comes in this double cab body shape and comes complete with 17-inch alloy wheels and side steps. A £50,000 truck is usually a pretty luxurious feeling thing inside, but here the investment you're making is in the tax-saving drivetrain. It doesn't feel particularly futuristic or EV-like. There's an old tech ignition key and a manual handbrake, and the instrument dials are defiantly analog, with an over-detailed speedo on the right and a power meter on the left. What about the back seat, where the backrest is pretty upright and there are 12-volt and 3-pin plug sockets wired directly to the drive battery for powering your devices? This T90EV's introduction here was delayed while it was re-engineered to be able to carry a ton of payload and therefore qualify under UK commercial vehicle registration regulations. You certainly won't be able to take any more than that. The cargo area is at least uncompromised over the diesel donor model. That means a load length of 1,485mm and a load width of 1,510mm. The cargo box height is 530mm. What's certain here is that you can't just hand over the keys to your old diesel pickup and expect anything remotely like for like in return. Particularly here, simply ripping out a diesel powertrain and inserting a battery one instead to an existing design was always going to require a few compromises. You might be tempted to make them though, once you take a look at the potential tax and running cost savings to be made here. Want to find out more? Get in touch today to speak to one of our EV leasing experts at globalvans.co.uk/contact or call 0117 962 5314.